Shit, this bitch on, man. Squad, man, dog, hey, yes. Bro caught on my bed, I'm working the phone. Niggas ball hard, so I'm working alone. I'm my own shooter, I just switch it and post. I'm the mailman, call me Borrow Malone. Bro caught on my bed, I'm working the phone. Niggas ball hard, so I'm working alone. I'm my own shooter, I just switch it and post. I'm the mailman, call me Borrow Malone. That last play was foul, I'm running the zone. No, let her check the slide.
What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy Grillo. We back in the building on a Sunday. What's good? We back in here. If this is your first time coming across the page, lock into the real. You know the deal. Like, subscribe. You already know the vibe. What we got going on today? We got Top Opps, episode 10, Crackhead edition. The long-awaited Crackhead edition. We in here. It's a robbery. We in and out of here. But today we got Top Opps, the Crackhead edition, and we're going to crown the Top Opps of the Crackheads, Bubbles versus the OG Pookie. Let me see who up in here with me. Samar in the building, 313 in the building. What's good? DeMarcus throwing the plugs up. What's good, my guy? Got the Crackhead edition popping off. Mr. Jones, what's good? Daria, what's good? Let's get it popping. Crackhead edition, Top Opps. No, we had to switch it up a little bit for the criteria, but we're going to get into that. Let me get my stuff together here. Top Opps, Crackhead edition. Before we start, I got a little segment called Pay Some Respect to the Fiends. We're just going to break down some of the fiends in television and movies that are iconic, and I'm going to let you know, how I feel about them. First, we got, of course, this guy right here, Tyrone Biggums. Don't know much about the character, but I mean, hilarious if you're coming from the comedic angle. Classic character right here. What's good, RC? Classic character right here. Can't tell you much, but hilarious. We got Sam right here, another OG snitching crackhead, okay? Sam gave his life up for the rock. We got a little bit of his side story. We had a conversation with Marvin, how this dude used to be in the county, right? Always in the right place. Saw Kanan with unique jacket on, got all the information, and pressing. Definitely pressing. That's OG Sam. We already know. And he played a crackhead in Godfather Harlem. And of course, we got this guy. Wouldn't it be dope to see him come back? I know it won't happen. Wouldn't it be dope to see one of the Tejada Sir, this dude on the block or something? You know what I'm saying? Just to see him come back. Top tier crackhead, responsible for about 3 or 4 bodies, taking shoes off of people, and saved his own life when Kanan was about to slam Lacey. Shout out to him. Big ups. Pay respects. Put some respect on the Fiend's name. And of course, we got the OG Gator. I mean, this was one of the first times I saw a crackhead on screen, and I was a little shook as a youngin'. Like, man, this dude was too believable. Samuel L. Jackson killed that. Killed the role. I mean, classic. Definitely for the first time seeing a crackhead, like, yeah, this is real right here. And of course, we got Wanda. It will make me nothing more happy. Is it evil that I want this lady to relapse, y'all? Is that evil? A part of me think that that's just wrong of me to want her to relapse, but I just want to see it on the screen. I feel like that would be realistic. I mean, because she went back to the projects. You can't just be around all of that crack and not relapse. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it happens. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But let's get into it. So tonight's battle, we got Bubbles versus Pookie. Let's get into the criteria. All right, so we put this together. TVC put this together. What's the criteria? So, calling it the cook-up. This is how we gonna judge these things on Top Opps Crackhead Edition. So, of course, we got press factor. Self-explanatory, same as ever. How are these dudes pressing in the streets? Basically, for the rock. Press factor, hustle. Okay, dedication, longevity in the game, and a living situation. Let me check these comments real quick. James Kelly already calling it Pookie. Steve say Bubbles a high functioning crackhead. He meets all criteria. Yes, definitely legendary. Let's get into it. First, I want to talk about some of the similarities in the characters. These fiends got a couple similarities between Bubbles and Pookie. For one, they both snitches. They are both snitches. Bubbles was snitching on the organization for what they did when they beat up his crackhead friend, the white boy, beat him up bad because the white boy burned him on some drugs. So they damn near killed him. So Bubs want to get back for that. So that's when he start snitching, being a rat, so to speak. And Pookie for the same reasons, because he chose to smoke rock and he wanted to become a snitch for the police, basically, and get the CBI locked up. I mean, CMB, I'm talking about CBI. Get CMB locked up, Nino Brown. So let's get to it. Of course, they both are top tier crackheads, legendary. They both are supreme hustlers. Let me take a look at this real quick. Show you how much these boys hustling out here on these streets.
30. Where the fuck your raggedy ass come up with 300 in motherfucking cash, man?
Well, I've been selling the t-shirts for weeks now, you know. I mean, I might be raggedy, but I'm in the cash business. You want my money or no?
There you go. That boy Bubs ordered 30 pills. 300.
30. Where the fuck your raggedy ass come up with 300 in motherfucking cash, man?
Well, I've been selling the t-shirts for weeks now, you know. I mean, I might be raggedy, but I'm in the cash business. You want my money or no?
And he ended up paying only $275 and threw in a couple white tees, had his whole business going with the carts. Not to mention his other hustle with the copper that he was doing. So that's another similarity that they got. Of course, they both smart but made horrible choices. Pookie was able to, tell them to count or whatever and get moved up to the drugstore in no time when he came to do his snitching. Before we get into the differences between these two characters, let me check the comments. OT in the building. What up, though, man? We talking about these fiends in here. Steve Haskins say Bubbles isn't a snitch. He's an opportunist. Bubbles is definitely a snitch, bro. He was, basically taking. He even had the 300 so that Bodie would have to call to get more so that they can tap the lines. So he was really snitching. He was like informant level snitch. Highest level snitch. Bubs was actually getting paid to snitch, like getting a check with his name on it, damn near. What else is differences? Okay, for one, man, Pookie is violent. Let's just take a look at this.
That was 6 blocks to get that pipe from the Iranian motherfucker couldn't speak English, but still trying to beat me out of 5 bucks. Then I speak to your old ass mother this morning after a bitch called me a homeless bastard. Right. Yeah. Then you add all that up, and the fact that I'm a man that can beat your motherfucking ass. I see.
That was the classic scene. I was prom queen. Nah, Man, but like I said, Pookie is very violent.
That was 6 blocks to get a pipe from the Iranian motherfucker couldn't speak English, but still trying to beat me out of 5 bucks. Then I speak to your old ass mother this morning after a bitch called me a homeless bastard. Right? Yeah! Then you add all that up, and the fact that I'm a man that can beat your motherfucking ass. I see.
Yeah, but Pookie is definitely more violent. Another difference is Bubbles is soft, man. We saw Bubs get beat up so many times. Basically, I mean, he had the one crackhead beating him up, taking all his money from the t-shirts he was selling. Dude was just pressing the hell out of Bubs. So another difference. Like I said, Bubbles is a straight up businessman, a business crackhead, so to speak.
30? Where the fuck your raggedy ass come up with 300 in motherfucking cash, man?
Well, I've been selling the t-shirts for weeks now, you know. I might be raggedy, but I'm in the cash business. You want my money or no?
Businessman. And Pookie, of course, is what I like to call a gorilla fiend. I mean, he willing to do anything for that rock. That's Pookie, the gorilla. All right, let's get into it, man. How we gonna break this down so we can crown top ops of the first Crackhead edition, the cook up. So, press factor for the rock. Who would you give this to? Who is pressing harder for that rock? I'm gonna have to say right in the turkey, and he tried to sell the turkey OT. Man, I'm gonna have to give press factor to Pookie. What y'all think? I mean, for his violence alone, he's pressing.
That was 6 blocks to get a pipe from the Iranian motherfucker couldn't speak English, but still trying to beat me out of 5 bucks. Then I speak to your old ass.
Who's willing to do anything for it? I'm giving press factor to Pookie. So that's 1-0. Pookie is in the lead. Hustle, I gotta get that to Bubs. Bubs had that damn more hustle than Pookie. I mean, like, he had a whole business going with the cart. He had snacks and everything. He basically selling to the dope boys, and they basically paying for his high every day. And he getting 30 pills, 300 out here in these streets. They had to call in to fill his order. That's how much he hustling. Let me see. Pookie press factor. Yep, I got to get that hustle to Bubs though. We didn't really see much of Pookie's hustle, but definitely got to get a hustle to Bubs. Dedication. Who was more dedicated to smoking that rock? I got to give dedication to Pook. I mean, look. Also, towards the end of the wire, Bubbles actually got clean. Became like a speaker. You know what I'm saying? Was being a good person in the community. Pookie, not so much. Definitely Bubbles for hustle. I'm giving dedication to Pookie because that's all he ever was a crackhead. Bubs at least changed his life. Which brings us to the last two categories. Longevity and living situation. So press factor went to Pookie. Hustle went to Bubs. Dedication went to Pookie. Longevity as a crackhead. I got to get longevity to Pookie too. I mean, we saw he was nothing but a crackhead. He never elevated to nothing else. Never got clean. In the last category, living situation, Bub stayed in the basement of his sister crib or auntie or whoever, you know what I'm saying? So I give it to him because we never saw Pookie. Well, damn, we got to give it to Bubs because, check, this was Pookie living situation.
6 blocks to get a pipe from the Iranian motherfucker couldn't speak English, but still trying to beat me out of 5 bucks. Then I speak to your old ass mother this morning after a bitch called me a homeless bastard.
So, our winner, Press Factor goes to Pookie, Hustle goes to Bubs, Dedication goes to Pookie, Longevity Pookie, and Living Situation Bubs. So your winner for the first Crackhead edition of Top Ops is none other than Mr. It Keeps On Calling Me, the iconic Pookie over Bubs. What y'all think? Did I get it right? Right, that's definitely a message. That's an iconic picture right there. Pookie with the All-American. This is America. They made this for him, OT. They made this for him. Dario, what's up? Detroit Kings in the building. Pookie just won, bro. Pookie just pulled it off. So just a little recap. Press Factor that went to Pookie. Hustle had to go to Bubs. Dedication, Pookie. Longevity, Pookie. And Living Situation with the Bubs. So Pookie comes out on top once again. The legend.
6 blocks to get a pipe from the Iranian motherfucker couldn't speak English, but still trying to beat me out of 5 bucks. Then I speak to your old ass mother this morning after a bitch called me a homeless.
And I had the turkey scene, y'all. I had the turkey scene, but I don't know why it's not letting me play that joint. When Pookie got the whole turkey from Nino and then immediately tried to sell that boy. Yes, this is your champion right here. For the iconic picture alone, champion right there. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I told you we was going to be in and out today like a robbery. So we're about to slide up out of here. The prep, like OT said it right here, the press tour continues. Even though subscriber-thon is over, I'm still going to come. I'm still pressing. You know what I'm saying? Might not see me every day, but you're going to see me most days. Definitely going to see me tomorrow. So keep your notification bells on the end. If this is your first time coming across the page, lock into the real. You know the deal. Like, subscribe. You already know the vibe. This was Top Ops Crackhead Edition. Put some respect on the Fiends, y'all. Put some respect on the Fiends. Did a little tribute to the Fiends before the episode started. You know, classic right here. This is classic stuff. Just a little tribute to the Fiends. Put some respect on that name. And Wanda, oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see how her story ends because I think my man OT hit us with the cheat code yesterday when he said Dion gonna get her back on that rock, and that's gonna put that battery in and give us the old school Leon. And Leon is gonna beat the brakes off of a big Dion after, you know, that happens. I definitely want that to happen. But there you have it. Pookie with the dub. Top Ops. Episode 10, Crackhead Edition. We about to slide up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all for falling through, man. Peace.
I'm ice on hoes. Don't say it's on the floor. My apes living for more. I'm sorry. I cater to this.